Hi, y'all. I just got through taking a shower. I barely made it. I had to clean the floor in front of the washer and dryer and the bathroom because it was just filthy. And I went ahead and I ran the bleach rag over this bedroom floor as it needed it badly. I'm just wore out. I took a chance there. I took a chance. Tomorrow, I need to do the kitchen and the living room with bleach water. And I need to spray the front porch down with bleach because that mangy cat being out there. He's hanging around out there. He's not leaving at all. It's a problem. It's a problem. Paul don't really know what to do about that. He's never dealt with a mangy animal before, and we don't have any guns. And even if we did, Paul hates to shoot an animal, and I do too. Oh man. We can't even afford to take Mila to the vet and get her toenails cut. We can't afford to do anything else for something happens to one of these cats. We can't. We ain't got the money. And Mila's toenails are awful long. I've tried and tried to cut them. She's not so nice when you try to do that. You're liable to get bit. I told Paul, well, next time one of his friends come over, the two of them strong men could hold her, and I could cut her toenails. He goes, no. Anyway. Feels good to get clean. I hadn't bathed in a good week. Been a good week since I bathed. It's embarrassing, you know. I think, oh gosh, what if somebody came over to visit? Every once in a while, a neighbor comes over to visit, which I'm glad. She's a nice lady. But and I'll think, oh God, what if somebody come over here and here I am looking like heck and stinking? I mean, I didn't stink too bad because every evening I'd just swipe off my arms and legs, you know, my face and my neck, you know, with the alcohol rag, you know. But still, you're going to stink. There's nothing takes place of good old soap and water. Some big old truck going by out there. Something. Oh. I got something nice today. I'll show it to y'all later. Let me put a bag in that trash can. It needs a trash bag in it. See here. Here's what you do. If you can get that open, then you put that in there. And this is just a container thing I got from Dollar Tree. Shit, about 3 years ago. And I use it for a trash can. And I keep the trash can up there on that bin full of yarn to keep Mila out of it because she likes to get in the trash. I've cut back the last few days on how much Little Debbie cakes I've been eating. I've cut down to about 1 or 2 a day. Yesterday I had 2 of them, I think. Yeah, and I ate half of a graham cracker. I just didn't want no more. Thank God. I don't need to be eating too many sweets. Well, if somebody out there's praying for me to quit eating sweets, maybe the Lord's answering my prayers. Thank you. And I am so tired. I got so weak in there, I was shaky. Weak and shaky. And I just, going, like I'd ran a marathon. I didn't want to go to bed dirty tonight, and I didn't want to have to wake up in the morning being dirty, putting on the same old dirty clothes and wearing them for a whole week. Ain't that awful? Oh gosh, I used to thought, why are old people like that? Why the heck don't they baby? Now I know it's because they're tired and they don't have the energy they used to have. And they need help with stuff. That's why. That's why. These water balls are kind of thin. I can mash them up like that because they're thin. Oh, my napkin right there. Oh God, it's gonna feel good to lay down. Oh God, I can't wait to lay down. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I asked my husband again yesterday evening. I asked him, I said, well, you still like sleeping on my old mattress? He said, yeah, it's good. So I don't know. Maybe it's a difference between his body weight or his body size, his body. Maybe his back is different from mine. I know that for sure. My back has a lot to do with it. Having scoliosis and arthritis in my back. Yeah. Pinched nerves. Those vertebrae in my lower back are kind of compacted down some before I messed my back up on that remodel job when I was 21 years young. I was 5'6¾" tall. 5'6¾". But after that happened and my vertebrae shifted, and plus as the years have gone by too, my vertebrae my lower back have compacted down to now I'm 5'4". About 2¾ inches compacted down. I mean that just blows my mind. My height has gone down about this much. in my back, right from my back. Now, about like that. Can you imagine? Shoot, it's crazy. It was on my old driver's license too, everything. I wish I had my old driver's license. I could show it to people. 5'6" 3/4. Mm-hmm. And back then I weighed 110 pounds too. I was skinny. Of course, I worked real hard too. But after that, after I'd quit that working for that construction company, then of course, started getting fat. But after I quit that job, I didn't realize how tired I was all the time till after I quit that job. It took me about 2 weeks to get rested up to where I really felt rested. 2 weeks. I never forgot that because I thought, man, I didn't realize how tired I was. 2 weeks to get rested enough to where I felt like a normal person should feel. It just really surprised me. People who work hard like that, they really work hard. Any kind of labor job. Well, I feel for all the men that do those real hard jobs. I feel for them. I'm proud of them and I appreciate what they do. So if there's any of you hard-working men listening to this, I appreciate what you do. I know how hard you work. My daddy was carpenter. My 2 older brothers were. My younger brother learned carpentry too, but he didn't do much of that. But he learned it real good. He built his own house. He sure did. He built his own house. He knew exactly what to do. Built it nice too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Built his own house. Well, my oldest brother Marshall built his own house too. He sure did. He built it simple, but he built it, and it's lasted for years and years, 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 years. It's still out there. Somebody's still living in it. Yep, he built that back in the... Okay. He probably built that house... He probably built that house when I was around 13. Somewhere along those lines. Around 13, 14, 15. I'm trying to think when he built that house. Let me think. It might have been... No, it might have been... Because he got married. Might have been the late 70s. Very late 70s, because he got married to a gal he had met at college there in Austin. And in 1980 or 81, they had a little boy. And that little boy, they named Christopher Andrew. And we all called him Andy. And he's Kelly Jean's cousin, if I'm not mistaken. Her uncle's boy, so that they'd make him, her cousin. But he built a house, and it only had one roof, and a slanted roof over the whole thing. But he built it good. Yep, he did a good job on it. It was nice. I mean, it wasn't fancy at all. He built it. And he didn't live there very long. Didn't live there very long at all. He moved after that. Him and his wife they separated and got divorced after a little while, after, I don't know, 2-3 years. But the woman bought that piece of land. That was on the corner of the land where the road drove around it and formed a loop. We always told people we live in the loop. You go down there to such and such road, and we live in the loop there. Everybody knew where the loop was. Lots of people lived way back in there in them little ranchettes or whatever they called them. And lots of people drove around that loop going to their houses back in there. Every morning, here come all the morning traffic. People going to work. Every evening, here they come, coming back home. And on the weekends, oh God, people coming and going around that loop. Speed limit was 35, and they'd be just hauling ash. It's a miracle somebody didn't go off the road in that loop and run into somebody's house or run down into the creek or something, because there's a creek that runs back there a long ways back there, and it gradually goes off to near where the mountains back there is and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, we're talking about carpenters, talking about people working hard. Okay. Man, I am tired now. I'm glad I swabbed the floors. They was so filthy, it just bothered me. I'm always looking at them thinking how filthy they are. I look at everything, furniture and everything piled on the furniture. Oh, it's all dusty, everything. It's like, oh man, what a bummer. What a bummer. I really need to do something about that junk room. I really do. You know, back in that one corner of the junk room is one of them great big huge lawn care bags. You know, them great big black trash bags. Great big. You put a whole human body in them. They're so big. Well, I've got one or two of them in that corner of the junk room. And they've got foam rubber mattresses in them. And the reason why I've been keeping them foam rubber mattresses all this time is so that if anybody ever needs to sleep on our fold-out cot, they can put that foam rubber on there and make it a lot more comfortable. The fold-out cot, it's got one of those little thin foam rubber things on it, but that ain't going to be comfortable. No. These foam rubber things they're thick. Thick. And I always think, why don't I just get rid of them, get them out of the way? And then I'll think, well, what if somebody comes and needs to stay here a while, and they need to sleep on that? They'll need to be comfortable. You never know. We've got more blankets than we need. But then, what if somebody needs to come and stay with us a while, you know? So, It's hard to get rid of blankets. That's one thing that's hard to let go of. Oh, isn't that neat? I sprayed some bleach spray on that rug in front of our front door where we walk in, because of that germ that cat's spreading out there on the porch. We go outside, we come back in the house, and we're tracking whatever's out there into the house. So I sprayed bleach spray all over that rug. Tomorrow I'm going to mop the kitchen floor with bleach, and I need to get some bleach water out there on that front porch, that, what you call it, concrete driveway. It's a driveway out here, but then up here far close to the house is the porch, and it's covered where the porch is. So you'll park your car here. You'll have to stop here. There's a post right there for one thing, because behind all this little area behind the post is the front porch, and it's covered. But all that's got to be bleached. Oh, God. I just pray that God will do something about that cat. Do something. I don't know what. Something. Wonder where he picked that germ up from. That's terrible. There's no telling. Or I really ought to call animal control. I really ought to. Before that stuff spreads, I really ought to. Yeah. Yeah. And if, especially if I tell him that the cat's got the mange, they'll probably make an effort to catch it. I'm going to have to. We can't just let this go. I can't bleach the porch and the floors every day. I can't. I didn't do any crocheting today. Because I was busy doing other stuff. I was busy doing something in there in the kitchen. And, yeah. I just, today went by fast. Went by fast. Well, y'all, I'm going to shut her down and go to bed. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.